whose film have you seen, maybe not just based on preseason, but from last year, that you think is going to have a leap this year? I mean, you got a handful of them. Obviously, Kenny Pickett's one. Desmond Ritter's another who played last year. You also have Sam Howell. There's not a lot of tape last year, who's got a big opportunity sitting right in front of him this year. I've just thrown a few names out there for you. Go for it.
Well, I mean, I like Kenny Pickett. I liked him last year, especially down the stretch, and we called that game 8 with him where he makes that touchdown pass to win the game. I saw it up close and personal at the preseason game, down in Tampa this past week, and I just think he looks comfortable. I think, he's got a chance. He's got some good young wide receivers around him. I think he's got a chance to make a good leap and become a really solid starting quarterback in the league. You mentioned Sam Howell. I thought he looked really good in his first preseason game. As you said, I went back and looked at the tape against the Cowboys last year, and it was so limited in that one game that he played. But I thought he looked very comfortable, and I'm excited to see what he can be at this level. He was so good at North Carolina, but I'm excited to see what he will be in this offense. That's the other thing we have to take into consideration, is that new offense for him with Eric Bieniemy coming in and kind of establishing what they're doing. So, it's a learning curve for him as well. It's not just, he was in the system last year and now he gets a chance to play. There's going to be some new nuances there. And I watched the young quarterbacks, of course. It was fun to see Bryce Young. I thought you saw some of the things that he did in college right off the bat, processing information, getting through things, getting the ball out quick. CJ had much more limited, situation there, and a lot of people talk about that interception. I kind of broke it down yesterday on QB Confidential that it was kind of a tough look, that he just kind of missed the lurking safety that was behind somebody and throws the interception. But I'm excited to see him with a little more action. And then, Anthony Richardson, you take a look at him, and I think some of the things that you saw in college showed up again in the first preseason game. Is that you saw the big arm, you saw some really good plays, and then you saw his, technique get away from him, and he missed a bunch of throws because his technique was off. Something that he's going to have to, improve on. And then I'll just throw out a few other names that I kind of jumped out at me in preseason. I thought Stetson Bennett played really well for the Rams. Good player in college. Doesn't surprise me that he played well for whatever reason. People weren't very high on him, but just smooth operator and plays the game really well. Aiden O'Connell, I think, with the Raiders, played really, really well, and in his first action, it was fun to watch him. And then a guy that I've worked with a little bit, and I've been a fan of for a long time. I thought Jameis Winston played really, really well. I do think that guy is, can be one of the top 32 in the world at that position. We all know he's got to eliminate the mistakes, but some of the things that he does and sees, is rare. And, we saw glimpses of that, when he was a starter. Now he's in that backup role. But, I hope that he gets a chance to kind of prove himself again, see if he's matured into not making those mistakes. But I thought he played really, really well in preseason as well.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.